Go with me on a mind trip. Merchandise is now available. Head on over to my Teespring store where you can select your items with easy checkout, and all you have to do to get to it is look under this video for easy access. Right now, you can head on over and take advantage of several different products available. You can grab yourself a tea, a mug, a tapestry, or a pillow. Go with me on a mind trip. And remember, there's always another way of looking at things. What's up, Scorpio? Okay, I hope you guys are feeling good, feeling great. Things are looking up, things are changing, and things are going to be a little bit better depending on how you look at it. How you look at things is going to determine how you feel, it's going to determine the next moves that you make, and the only way that you can determine how you look at something is to kind of put yourself in one of these categories that we're going to talk about. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take a look at this half cup of water. So a pessimist might look at it and say, oh no, the glass is half empty. Whereas an optimist might look at it and say, the glass is half full. But then there is the third option, the realist. The realist might say something like, I'm just happy I have a glass. So it's not about the glass. It's not about the amount of water. It's about how one perceives the glass and the amount of water. But we're not just focusing on the pessimist and the optimist. We're more so looking at the realist. Okay? Are you a realist? Somebody who can look at something and kind of maybe stay in the neutral ground. You don't have to get overly excited, and you don't have to be under excited or scared or sad or look down on things. It doesn't have to be overly positive, and it doesn't have to be negative. But some things we can just be neutral with it. You ever seen people like that who just neutral? This is what you guys might be asked to do coming up. I don't care if my house is the biggest. No, my house isn't the smallest, but I'm happy that I have a house. You know, perspective is going to be really, really important. No, I may not be making all this money. Man, I may not be making the least amount of money, but at least I'm making some money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the perspective shift is going to bring in different manifestations and different results for you. Now, I didn't get that for any other sign, but you specifically, Scorpio, your shift in perspective is going to bring a shift in your manifestations. Keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and let us jump into your reading for this time and see what is coming up for you and how this whole outlook, the realist, optimist, and pessimistic perspective is coming for you during this transit. All right, here we go. Center of the reading. Ooh, the Hierophant. So immediately we're talking about some type of agreement. Now, generally when we see the Hierophant and we see two people like this, we're talking about some type of spiritual union. Okay, so how are you looking at this spiritual union? Is the glass half empty? Is the glass half full? Or is it something that you can just be a realist about? Like, it is what it is. So, for example, if you're with someone who you may feel like this is my soulmate, or you all had broke up and y'all separated from this person, it's like, well, that person may not have been the greatest. That person may not have had this or had that, but they had A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay? Finding the realist perspective when you are evaluating a relationship is going to help you determine if the glass is half empty or if it's half full. Okay, it's also going to manifest some different results. For example, if I look at this relationship as half empty, I may manifest a breakup. But if I look at this relationship as half full, I may manifest a future with this person. You see what I'm saying? So let's see what is crossed by to see what type of perspective you guys might have or might be looking to have. And maybe this is a perspective someone's having about you. Whew, the Fool. Taking a leap of faith. So this may be even taking a leap of faith with someone new, someone that you've never even, been with before. But And this could also be a leap of faith. Contractual agreements, we're talking about leases, mortgages, you moving in somewhere, moving to another state, signing some type of contract, going into a job where you're going to be, you know, contracted in. I just heard independent contractor. So you may be taking a leap of faith with the independent contractor, like job position, something like that. But these are two major arcanas, okay? Also, this is what I'm hearing. For some of you all, we got these are the two different perspectives right here. It's like, I am in a relationship. Take, for example, this is a man. I feel like I'm talking to a woman about your man and why he won't commit. Okay, it's his perspective. This is the glass, aka you want to get engaged, he wants to get married, blah, blah. I mean, you want to get engaged, you want to get married, he doesn't. Okay, you see marriage as la, 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 la. We've never been married before. Let's just jump into it. You know, let's go, blah, blah, blah. For him, it feels like a contract. His perspective is it's a contract. It's an agreement. Now I have to do this, A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Whereas your perspective is more so on the other spectrum. Oh, it's just great. It's wonderful. We're in love. We have everything we need as long as we love each other, blah, blah, blah. It's two different ways of looking at it, okay? So this cup can represent your marriage. It can represent a relationship that you're going back and forth between with your perspective. It could be a job, okay? Whereas your boss may think, oh, that work is nothing. It's a light little load. And you like, boy, that's a whole burden. That's a whole contract, you know? So it's just how you perceive it. Now, let me see. I want to get a card to clarify both of these major arcanas together. Ooh, another major arcana, the Hermit. So now this is quiet mode. So some of y'all are really going through some type of big decision in your life. And you may be quiet about it. You may not be talking to anybody about it. You may not be seeking outside advice, which is good for now. I'm also feeling like to tell anybody who is going through any type of situation in a relationship or at work, shh, because the perspective may change later on and you don't want to ruin something for someone else. For example, I'm getting, okay, me and my person, for those who are married, are thinking about getting a divorce. You're being asked to don't get no advice from no outside sources or tell anybody we arguing, we thinking about getting a divorce. Because your perspective now may be divorce. But later on, your perspective may be, you know what, the glass is half full, let's work it out. You see what I'm saying? But you didn't be said something to all these people, and now it's like you can't even enjoy your water. Because they're going to be like, oh, ain't that glass half empty? You know? So don't tell nobody your perspective right now because you're still trying to figure it out, okay? Now, for those of you, this is a job. You may be debating quitting, but you feel like, you know, I have to resign. I have to put in that 2-week notice. You know, I got to figure out what I'm going to do next. Just be quiet about it as you're making your moves. As your perspective is shifting and new manifestations are coming down, you're being asked to be quiet so that every single decision you make, every single perspective you have comes totally from you. So if it works out, kudos. But if it don't work out, you can't blame nobody but yourself. So let's see what we got in the deep root. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. So we're building that solid foundation, that future, that generational wealth. Y'all know we love that on this channel. This generational wealth that the grandkids, great-grandkids can have. We're talking about things being solid, a structure, and we're talking about leaving a legacy, okay? Now, some of y'all could actually be contracting to do some type of like work or open some type of business that you've never done before. Nobody in your family has ever done before. Some of y'all are, I'm seeing like a new territory. You're walking out onto new territory. I'm just saying it's like big old desert and somebody's walking out there and the whole land is like barren. Like it's nothing there. It's on you to build it. If somebody gave you your own island and said it's up to you to build this island, would you just sit there under a coconut tree all day or would you build some stuff on your island? Well, this is telling you that you may get an island. And you're going to have to be quiet about, you know, how you're building and how you're doing your thing so that it can be as solid as this 10 of Pentacles, which is the completion, the outcome, the manifestation that you want. And if someone asks you, hey, I want to give you this island, I want to give you this land, you can look at it and say, ugh, it's nothing there. It's nothing but dirt. Glass half empty. Or you can say, oh man, I got a vision. Oh, I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. Glass half full. Okay, and even the realist perspective, I'm just happy to have some land. I don't care what I do with it. I'm just happy that it's mine, you know. But anyway, here it is. I'm just happy to have some land, so when I die, my family will have some land. You know, the realist perspective. So we're looking at those two perspectives, really putting on that realist perspective, optimist perspective helmet. All right, but the Ten of Pentacles, home, family, love, solid foundation, generational wealth, legacy. Let's see what else we got for the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, come on. Oh, Six of Swords. I think every sign that I've done has gotten this card. Moving on. Moo. Like a cow. Moo. Like the move on game is strong. Whether it's moving on from a job, moving on from a perspective that no longer suits you, serves you, or helps you bring in the manifestations that you want. Because this is talking about the swords. We're talking about the mental space. So the perception. Some of y'all have changed your perception. Okay, some of y'all, and I'm just saying this, don't be mad at me. I'm saying somebody who didn't have like no ambition to build anything or leave anything, and you may have had that pessimistic outlook where you were saying it's just a bunch of land. What you want me to do with this? Or, you know, somebody may have left you something inheritance-wise, and you're just like, what am I supposed to do with this old beat-up piece of junk? Whether it's a house they left you, a car they left you, whatever. And some of y'all are seriously considering moving on from it, selling it, getting it off of you, getting off of you or off of your property, off of your land. That might be something like, especially with contracts and agreements, if you're selling a house that you inherited or something. All I'm hearing for you is just be quiet. Let your own soul tell you, don't ask no family for their perspective, because they're going to have you every which way in your mind. Okay, let's just see what's coming up in the, what happened in the past. The Ace of Wands, some type of brand new beginning. Now, again, we started off with this leap of faith here. So some of you guys could have taken a leap of faith in something physical, tried something new. For some of y'all, could have been some type of plastic surgery, or you may have went for some type of consultation, and that's the reason why you're asked to be quiet as well. And then, of course, if you do that, there's the contract that you have to sign in order to, I guess, pay or finance or whoever, however you getting this new booty. Or this could have been, again, that contract that you signed to get your house. The contract that you signed to maybe move into a new apartment or something, or you guys are signing up for school, but it's something that you will physically do. Now, also, let's get into it, because I'm going to just tell you how I saw it. Some of y'all, for the first time, have become intimate, like y'all did do for the first time recently in the past. And this put y'all, like it was a leap of faith. You probably weren't trying to. One thing led to the next. And it puts you into like this new contract or this new relationship, and you're being quiet about it. You don't want to talk to your friends about it. You don't want to tell anybody what happened or whatever. And maybe you're even being asked to keep like the freshness of the relationship to yourself so that it can remain fresh and, you know, happy and exciting. Let us see what's in your headspace. Oh, the High Priestess. So this is those spiritual downloads. This is also, again, when I was talking about this Hermit card, going into like your own space, using your own powers of discernment, your own mind, your own beliefs to make choices and decisions. This here is really delving into that when we're talking about how, you know, your dreams may be giving you clues. Even like the synchronicities that come around you, like all of those things are different clues that you may be tapping into to make choices and decisions. I'm really feeling like too with this whole secret, because you know High Priestess is all about secrets as well. I told you it's something that you want to keep a secret, whether it's about a house selling it, whether it's about somebody who you recently got involved with that you don't want to tell everybody. But this could also mean secrets too. In your dreams, you may be getting secrets, or you may be able to tap into other people's secrets. I'm seeing somebody going to sleep, you having a dream about something that somebody else is doing, and they never told you, they never gave you a clue, no type of inkling, but some way, somehow, you just knew. And I mean, it is Halloween time, so let's just call it spooky. Yes. Whatever this is, it's like spooky. Spooky information, or spooky accuracy, or spooky things happening, the way things fell into place. It was just so spooky. Or the way I knew that without them telling me was just so spooky. Like, it just got spooky all of a sudden. Okay, anyway. Let's see what's coming up in the near future. Oh, two cards want to come out. Once they send the message, you shall receive. So anyway, somebody might be sending you a message, saying something to you. I just saw something the other day that was kind of sweet. Somebody was standing at the altar. They were getting married, and it said, I shoot my shot, or I shot my shot in her DMs, and then I shot my shot and asked her to marry me, and now we're getting married or something like that. So anyway, this is messages, the DMs. And it was also, you know, they got to talk their mess. See, all you other girls out there ignoring people in your DMs, that could have been you standing at the altar. Woo, woo, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I said all that to say, somebody might be in your DMs. And just for the simple fact that we got the Ten of Pentacles, and for the simple fact that we got the Hierophant, and for the simple fact that we got somebody taking a leap of faith, you just might respond this time. Fellas, you may see a little something catch your eye. And for the first time, you may be like, you know what? I'm going to go and climb on her DMs. And she may respond. Because right with that, we have the emotional fulfillment. My cup runneth over. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. All of those warm, fuzzy feelings. Now, also, I'm seeing this with the house as well. I'm seeing it with like somebody moving in and being like overjoyed. Maybe you got more than you bargained for. Maybe the one that they showed you is not the one that you get. The one that you get is actually a lot better, or something like that is happening. You didn't expect it. Maybe with this whole, you know, I didn't expect to be intimate with this person and for us to actually go anywhere after that. But then it's way more than you anticipated. Let's see what you fear. What did you fear? Ooh, the Two of Wands. So this is being bound and trapped and caught between two worlds and two decisions. Okay. This is something like, I want to be with this person. I want to yell from the rooftops that we're together. But then on the other hand, it's like, people going to be hating. People going to be talking mess. People going to be saying things that's going to cause the perspective of how I look at it to shift. For example, you bought a shirt. You think the shirt off the chain. That's your perspective. But then you get to somebody else. That shirt is ugly. That's their perspective. But guess what happens sometimes when somebody give you their perspective? Sometimes it can shift yours, right? So now you're caught. Is it ugly or is it cute? Is my shirt cute or should I take it off? You know, now you're caught between two choices and decisions. Whereas, had you kept your own perspective to yourself, like you've been asked to do here, you would have that one decision. You would wear the shirt and could nobody tell you nothing, right? But what happened, somebody else came in and gave their perspective, and now it's like a, you know, not to say that you're faulty and you go back and forth, but that's just how it happens sometimes, you know? You thought you was doing something, outfit was popping, somebody said it wasn't, and it made you look in the mirror again. Like, really? It's not popping? But somebody would say your outfit is ugly. Somebody say your outfit is cute. You might just say, listen, I'm happy to have on clothes. Look at that. The pessimistic view, the optimistic view. How can you get off of both of those? You take the realist view, right down the middle. That's how you saw that. This is the realist. Let's see how you look to other people during this time. Seven of Pentacles. You're worth investing. See, this goes back to that whole, somebody was intimate with somebody. It's like when you're worth the investment, or maybe you made somebody work for something and they see you as worthy or very, very valuable. They want to pour into you. So this could be a relationship. It could be business, money. This is also someone wants to take a chance on you when it comes to whatever contractual agreement. When I say taking chances, I mean like the leap of faith, full jumping off, but also contract. Okay. This would also speak to, let's say, for example, someone asks you to marry them. They're very wealthy. And they just say, you know what, let's just get married. Let's just go to Vegas. No prenup. Right? And so it's like, whoa, that's a huge leap of faith to take to sign a contract, and you don't necessarily even know if it's going to work out. But at the same time, if you elope, that's what this whole Hermit card is for. Some of y'all are pregnant. And that's what this whole fish with this cup of water is representing. And you're keeping it a secret. Okay, some of you are maybe experiencing a pregnancy scare, and you're keeping it a secret until you know for sure what the actual results are. And it could either be, yay, we're having a baby, or, oh no, we're having a baby. Same circumstance, different reaction. Okay, so let's see what we have for your hopes Five of Cups, that there is no regrets. I love saying it, like no regrets, because there's this commercial where a person is getting a tattoo of a heart, and in it, it's supposed to say no regrets, but the tattoo artist couldn't quite spell, and so he wrote no regrets. So every time I hear the word regret, I call it regrets. Okay, so you just hoping that you don't have no regrets, which means something permanent like a tattoo gonna have to be right, and you hoping that something as permanent as a tattoo would be right, as opposed to something spelled wrong or it's lopsided or whatever. Okay, something as permanent as this contract, something as permanent as marriage, something as permanent as, oh, we've already been intimate together. So when we do something permanent like that, to the point where we can't erase it, we can't take it back, we hoping that there are no regrets. And if it is some regrets, we hoping that we can at least turn around, and with our perspective, you see them 2 cups on them? No, actually, she got 3 in this depiction. Those 3 cups that are spilled, leave them there and pick up the 2 cups that we have left. Which means we're not just going to sit there and keep, oh, the glass is half empty. We're going to say, you know what? I got 2 glasses left. Let me move on with that. Okay, so some of y'all are hoping to come up out of some regret if you were the one to be intimate with somebody and they may have ghosted you or any of that. So it's like you can come up out of that regret, out of that hurt, and out of that pain, learn from it, and move on, and then decide to look at it differently. Oh, somebody got me. They left me. They ghosted me. Or lesson learned. Move on. I bet you would have never happened again, pal. You know what I mean? It's all about your perspective. Let's see what we got coming at the end of this thing. Ooh, that one wants to jump. 2 of them want to jump. We got the 8 of Pentacles, and then we have the Moon. So something is coming to light. Something that's being exposed, like either in your work, something about your money. You could get some exposure in terms of whatever you have as far as sales, marketing, strategies, like something that you have that maybe have been hidden is coming to light. The other way I'm also seeing this is that if you're pregnant, eventually it's going to come to light. Okay, if you're getting a divorce, if you're with a new person, whatever secrets were held, whatever you're keeping quiet about, whatever you're about to launch and go public with, it's like you may have been quiet for as long as you could, but then, boom, here comes the Moon, bringing it all to light. It's exposed. Now everyone sees. Now everyone knows. But it turns out well. So no matter what you're holding right now, or whatever, you're keeping behind the veil, or whatever you're keeping hidden from specific people, it seems as though when it does come out, it will be received with a optimistic or with a realist perspective. For example, you tell your parents, I'm pregnant. Oh, we're going to have a grandbaby. As opposed to, oh no, you got pregnant too young. Okay. I'm getting married. I'm going to have a son-in-law. I'm going to have a daughter-in-law. Not, oh, I'm going to lose my daughter. I'm going to lose my son. Somebody's taking away my baby. That kind of stuff. You got a new job. You're going to get more money. The other person, you're going to be gone all the time. That means you're not going to have no time for me no more. Blah, blah, blah. It's just all about the perspective. We got the same cup. We got the same water. We got the same amount of water. It's just how you look at it. And again, I want to remind you about that realist perspective, who's not the either or the or. It's just, it is what it is. Right here in the middle. Not overly excited, not down, and not sad, but just right here. In the middle. Let me get one of these Vintage Wisdom Oracle cards to wrap this all up for you, Scorpio. Oh, and the reason why I said it's going to be handled well is because we got the 8 of Pentacles that came out with the exposure. So it's showing that, the money's going to be there. The finances are going to be there. You get pregnant. Oh, okay, it's fine because we got this. Everything is going to be fine because, and I hate to say it, but because the money will be there, or the resources will be there, or I know so-and-so can fix this, or so-and-so can do that. Let's say you lost your job. Oh, that's okay, because so-and-so can hook you up down at her job. Or, you know, this happened. Oh, that's okay, the car broke down. It's cool. I know so-and-so, he got a lot. He be going to the what they call them, the auction or whatever. He could take you down there to get something different. Like, whatever it is that went bad or may be, it might have the opportunity to be looked at in a pessimistic way. It seems as though somebody, you or another party involved, is going to look at it optimistically, and it's going to make it better. So you're not going to sit there with the regrets. Okay? Again, I need to remind someone who was intimate with someone too quick, too fast. You thought, oh no, that's it. They'll never respect me or talk to me now. I'm not even that type of person. It's like, once it's all said and done, it seems as though that's not going to be the case. The case is going to be, oh wow, instead of looking at this person slept with me too early. They're a whore. It's like, no, this person, I like this person. We good. You know what I mean? However, whatever case whatever word you want to put it in, you be your own actor in that scenario and make them say whatever it is that you want them to say. But I feel like it'll be okay. So let's see what we got. One word, vintage wisdom, wrap it up. Gratitude. Gratitude. The gratitude perspective would be the one that says it's half full, and I'm just happy to have one. Grateful. That's like the realist perspective. Like, I don't have to have this or that. I'm just grateful to have, you know, whatever. So walking in a spirit of gratitude is what's going to help you to see things in the perspective that's going to help you to manifest the things that you really want to see. Okay. So when I'm looking at this cup, I'm not talking about the water. I'm not talking about just the water level. I'm talking about just being grateful for water in general. I'm grateful for the glass. I'm grateful for the opportunity that even if it was empty, I have the opportunity to fill it. Okay. So perspective, perspective, perspective. That is what we're focused on during this transit. Okay, Scorpio? So thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. Just want to remind you guys that the top 5 signs get those mind trips. So continue to like, continue to share, continue to tell all your friends about Water Star Vibes. Now, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you need a personal reading, you can email your questions to waterstarvibes@gmail.com. Take a look in the description box to see how you should list those questions, okay? Now, you can follow me on Instagram at waterstarvibes. So, Scorpio, thank you guys so much once again. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in your next video.